To remove your stock air intake from the Cadillac, first thing you want to do is go ahead and you've got a tab here. You're just going to push that way. You're going to lift that out of the way there. And the next thing you're going to do is remove the Maf here. And to remove the Maf, if you look behind it here, I don't know if you can see, but there is this red tab. So we're just going to pull that red tab up. And let's see if I can't get some light here. So I don't know if you can tell, but right below that red tab there's a little black button that you're going to push in order to remove the actual Maf. So we're going to do that. So there's a little button there, and you just lift it straight out. And we'll set this aside as well. Next thing we're going to do is release this clamp here, and then we're going to release the clamp right down there. Right, I've loosened both clamps up, and the next thing we're going to do is remove that intake tube. And that should just come straight out. This one still might be a little tight. Let me loosen it up some more. Okay, there we go. And that's pretty easy. Just pull that out of there. If we look here where we remove the intake tube, there is some oil that goes through it. So that's why we've got this section here. There's like a little baffle in there that kind of catches all that excessive oil, and it keeps it from going into your engine and harming it. A lot of guys will try to tell you to take that out to make your turbo sound louder. Don't do that, because that's what that serves for. It keeps that, not all of it, but I'd say a good amount of the oil that comes out of there keeps it from going into your car and damaging the vehicle. So leave that in there, and we'll continue with the video. Just thought I'd throw my 2 cents in about that. And now to remove this box here, all we're going to do is simply just lift it up. It's just attached to some, I don't know what they are, but on the bottom end they're like little pins or something that they should be hooked up to. So we're just going to lift it straight up, and it should pop right out. Alright, so this came right off. If you look on the bottom of this, you're going to see what I was talking about. So these here, and the other one is right there. Looks like one kind of came off, so you want to keep those, so we'll pull those off just like that, and we're going to stick it back right down here. So you're going to need those for the new intake that we're going to install. That just pops right in like that. Make sure this one's in there too. Alright, and that is how you remove the intake. Now we'll start adding the aftermarket from ZZP. Alright, so we're all finished with the install of the ZZP cold air intake. Sorry I didn't go through the step-by-step procedure on this one, but it was super easy to do. ZZP does a great job of sending an instruction booklet as to how to install it. But basically, just so you guys can get a gist, in the box that they send you, you get your intake tube, and then you get your box, and you get the filter that you can kind of see through there. So basically what you do is, it's super simple. You put your intake through your box. The Maf sensors inside. You got 2 T-clamps here that you want to tighten up. This one gets hooked up to that. And then the only tricky part from the whole install was the Maf sensor itself, because you have to actually go inside the box here, and this thing kind of goes in here, and it's a little loose. So this part here, that pre-drilled hole or whatever where this thing's supposed to stick to, is a little loose, but I mean, I'm not complaining about that. Otherwise it fits really good. It's not, you know, it's not like I've heard some people say where it's too tight of a fit, or they had fitment issues. I didn't have any fitment issues at all. It fit perfectly. It is a little tough to get the Maf sensor in there, again, because you have to go through the inside of here to plug it in. You can't really see too well, but once it's in there, everything fits really good. And basically for the install, you just put this these 2 clamps here to connect your tube, and then, you know, obviously you put your, if you could see through there, there's another clamp that you connect so that it can hold on to your filter. Then you put the box, and the box has those 3 plug-ins that you want to push the box down onto so that it, you know, grasps to the car itself. So very, very easy install, and it sounds amazing. It sounds really good. I'll do a review on the whole stage 1 kit once we have it all installed. But for now, that's it, guys. It's super easy. Again, sorry I couldn't do the step-by-step procedures, but ZZP sends a really nice booklet that really kind of tells you how to do it. And it took me maybe 10 minutes to install. It's really not that bad. So there is how to install the ZZP intake.